Okay, Sean. I'm about 99.7% away from Earth. I'll be there soon. I have the SS Kaiju Guard ready for us to land.
Gotcha, 18. I'll let him know.
Did you get his coordinates?
Yeah, he's stationed in a new place downtown.
I'll meet him up there.
Well, if you need a place to crash, there's room in the captain's quarters.
In your dreams. 18 out. Okay, coordinates set. We're getting close. Hey. You awake? Hello? Wake up, you bozo. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you so hard. Sometimes I don't know my own strength. Well, remember, I am an enhanced android. I'm a little tougher on the edges, especially in the fists. Yeah, I learned a thing or two in martial arts. But enough about me. You've been asleep this whole time. You probably needed it given how long we've been traveling. Well, I'm glad you got some rest. Sleep is needed when you're living. If not, you become rusty. A little harder to focus. It can be really unhealthy. Oh, that punch woke you up? Good, because we're almost there. By the way, I'm gonna turn on the sound box. Gotta get off the stress I'm under with some music. Thank Kami, that helps. Where did I learn to fight? Well, it was mostly programmed into my CPU when I was remolded, but according to my copy data drives installed in me a few years ago, I learned a little bit from my alternative husband. Am I married? Well, yes and no. It's complicated. Well, this is kind of hard for me to talk about given how discreet I need to be with all that's going on. But I'm not really who I am. Yes, remember what I told you at the bar a while back? I was remodified, along with my brother, but not in the timeline you'd think. I'm from an alternative future, a future that's very apocalyptic. I don't want to go into too much detail, but a lot of people died. My brother and I rebelled. We were almost killed by that powerful fighter I told you about, the gold-haired one, sparking waves of energy, sword by his side. I remember him being a frightened little brat with purple hair, but he bulked up then. Thank God the kid saved me before he killed me. The kid, yeah, remember my friend? Yeah. I know, the conversation was a while back, but it just goes to show how long we've been on the road, eh? Or in space, I guess. Yeah, he got me out of that jam and installed the drives from my previous life. That's how I know who my husband in that timeline is. Yeah, we even have a sweet little daughter together. It's funny to think about. Why am I not there? Don't worry about it. My other self in that timeline, she's taking care of it. Truth be told, I'm not even ready for kids. The thought of rushing to that is just not it right now. In fact, I imagine it not being for anyone for a while. At least not on my planet. Oh, too much bullshit in the world for it. A lot of corruption, people killing each other for power, for money, from faith to hate and so on. Not really the right time to bring more into the world of psychological hell right now. But I get the feeling eventually, things will get better. Things will pick up. But we have to make it right for ourselves, you know? I told this to my friend, but a little advice, pal? The world is what we make it. Manifest your own world, your own story. That's how we truly get better, rather than following what's hip or cool. All of that's just an illusion. We really make the world better by getting really clear on a plan, what we want to see in the world. You know, be the change you want to see. Then you gotta follow through on it. You can't just be talk. We gotta act. And luckily, I've been seeing more and more people coming into that. So maybe if we're lucky, and less people talk and more people act, we'll start to see a better tomorrow. To be honest, I'm more worried about the kid anyway. I just found out he's got a new place, so I'm heading down there as soon as we can. Why? Well, I want to make sure he's okay. From what I was told, he's been on the run for a while. Did he commit a crime? Well, crimes against physics, and time-space, certainly. But you know, he's more of a reclusive kind of person. Unless there's a threat to the planet or he needs help. He's mainly on the run because some of our enemies found him. They placed him under house arrest for 6 months and confiscated all his tech. Poor guy must have been scared to death. He got out though. Really had to MacGyver his way out of it. The only downside is his entire home was destroyed. They blew it up. Everything is gone. The house, the tech. But you know, I know he's got some backups. I'm sure he'll recover. The main thing to focus on is getting him ready. For what? Well, if you have to ask. Listen, I know something's coming. Something he's been dreading for a long time. I need to make sure he's training and ready for it. I need to make sure he's ready to fight. Do we need help? God, more than you know. Well, if you can swing this rusty ship fast to one of our allies before the fight starts and bring them to Earth, that would be a miracle. Hey, I was joking. Do you know what that would entail? Besides, this ship's speed, that'd be damn near impossible. My advice? Get to the outer regions until this area blows over. But I appreciate the offer. Well, if you happen to find someone connected to my contacts faster than we can. Here. This is the code to alert them when they ask for authorization. They'll know it when they see it. But again, I'd be surprised if you managed to get to them before us. In fact, let's make it interesting. If you get to them first, I'll throw you some money and a good word with my boss at the bar. Get you a job there if you want. How does 500,000 zenny sound? Whatever currency exchange you find out here, the cash should be triple that. Yeah, that's pretty generous. But I really have no use for the cash at the moment. I'm pretty good with what I got. What's the plan? Well, once I get to his place, I need to figure out how far he's gotten on his work. Not just the upcoming fight, but there's also this artifact that he's been needing to acquire for some time. I can't remember if I brought it up before, but there's this gauntlet that has some significance. But we'll worry about that later. The main goal is this fight. There. There's Earth ahead. We made it. See the space station ahead? Kaiju Guard. We need to land there. It helps prevent space threats, so we have to check in and land your unknown spaceship. Why is this so important? Well, again, much like my data, it's complicated. But I definitely need to move as soon as we land.
This is the SS Kaiju Guard. We have you on radar. Transmit the clearance code for landing passage.
Kaiju Guard, this is Delta 18, access code DBZ BJF1718.
Code clear. Land at Hangar 3.
Thanks, Sean. Coming in hot.
I know what you mean.
Shut up, Sean. Alright, I'm packing up. What, you're gonna take off right after? What's the rush? Well, that sucks. You gotta grab an order? Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. No hard feelings. Thanks. Not gonna lie, this has been fun. Appreciate the help immensely. You've been good company. Who knows? I might see you again someday. After all this, you've got some dealings in space. With all the contacts I set up, so maybe I'll catch a ride and we can catch up. Again, you're a good friend. Thank you so much. Good luck and safe travels. Until next time. Nice guy. Hope he stays alive.